Okay, I'm Dr. Charlie Cropley with Nourish, Naturopathic Healing Arts, and answering a question today. Question comes from Carrie, and Carrie says, what do you recommend that I take when I get a fever? Great question. Okay, so regarding fevers, Hippocrates said, give me a fever and I will heal anything. Give me a fever and I will heal anything. My view as a naturopathic doctor, when my patients have a fever, I'm pumped. I love it. That's like, yes, the body is so working in your behalf here. And of course, I have compassion for them. I've had fevers, right? You're miserable when you have a fever. And the misery is our body fighting for freedom, purifying itself, kicking ass, like kicking ass, destroying microorganisms, infectious microorganisms, breaking down surfeit, weakened, inflamed tissue. Fever is the body at war, like defending herself. It's cool. So what do I give for a fever? I give water, right? Water. Now water is an angel of God, a living miracle, a mystery that quenches fire, right? So with fever, I give water liberally internally, right? That's one way that I use it. I use water and give water to clean out the bowel. Cleaning out the bowel is boom, you got a fever, clean out the bowel. Whether you do that with vitamin C, whether you do that with magnesium, whether you do that with a saltwater flush, whether you do it with an enema or a cholagogue, whatever your choice, clean out the bowel, all right? Then water in the treatment of fevers, let's just say a simple cool washcloth on the forehead, or bathing the body with cool water, but with the power of hydrotherapy and the power of water in the hands of a naturopathic doctor, you got a weapon there. My favorite is the cold sheet wrap, which I'm not going to describe here, but wrapping the body in a cool wet sheet. Don't do this unless you're trained to do it. Wrapping the body in a cool wet sheet creates a moist heat that aids the fever. First, it plunges the heat back away from the coolness of the sheet, and then the body responds with more and more heat, builds a warm heat, goes into a perspiration, the fever breaks on a good day. The fever breaks, and you've had such a success. In any degree, the fever is lowered by doing this, and there's all kinds of other hydrotherapy treatments can be used. The other key component is this, the saying, again, of our ancestors, who people have been handling fevers well since there's been fevers. There's been the knowledge of how to work with fevers. Today, this knowledge is largely lost amid all the science that we have of taking Tylenol and ibuprofen and things to suppress the fever. So this next ancient saying, if you feed a fever, you will have to starve a cold. If you feed a fever, it's like putting too much wood, damp wood, on a fire. The body, it smolders in there, and what happens is this clean, burning, hot fever gets suppressed by eating. And what happens is it smolders, and you get ash and smoke created in the form of a cold. You become congested in your lungs, in your sinuses, in your throat, and that congestion goes on for however long it goes on. If you don't feed a fever, the body burns it off in a matter of several days. If you feed it, then you have to starve a cold. You're you're in the battle for, again, who knows how long. All right, those are some opening thoughts on how to care for fevers. And what was the question is, what do I give for fevers? Yeah, that's what I give.